Now the management trainee I was earning 5,600 shillings.
That's still gangster money.
I could buy a car. I bought a car worth 35,000 that time.
Wow.
Yes, a Fiat.
This is the blueprint of Peter Nduati, and if you have not watched the first video, please go, because some of the things he said in there, I'm sure there are people saying, jive. Apparently it's all true. But what I want to do now is find out when the insurance bug really hit you. First and foremost, Punjabi State University, did you graduate?
I graduated. First class honors, don't joke.
Allah. Yeah. Then you came home?
Yeah, but before going home,
Allah.
There was a reinsurance broker called JB Boda. Still exists. Big firm, one of the biggest in the world, based in New Delhi. So they came in, they used to come to our college. And you know how they would come from, they would come looking for interns. And they would teach you, they'll tell you this is what insurance is about. But I knew more about insurance than most people in my class because of Irela.
Okay.
Yeah. So when I came, I already had the interest. Okay. Now, an interesting thing about a lot of people don't know, if you graduated university, it doesn't matter which university, in the late 80s in Kenya, you are guaranteed of a job. The government offered every graduate a job.
Guaranteed?
Guaranteed. All you need to do is, by the time you land, they already know you graduated. You get a letter from your on your box.
I'll tell you, the only thing they knew is I owed them help.
Exactly. Then you go to Public Service Commission, and then they'll meet you at KICC down there, and then they tell you. So I was offered a job as an executive officer in the Ministry of Education. Of course,
what does that mean?
I have no idea. I didn't take it. Then I got offered a job by Central Bank. I got offered a job by Copycat. How they used to find us, I think they used to go to the Ministry of Education
and say who is available.
Who is graduated.
Yes.
Right. But I didn't want to do those things. In fact, my mom was quite unhappy when I turned down the Central Bank job.
Yes.
Because that's where the money was being printed, you know?
Yeah, no, well, at least you thought.
The analysis, yeah.
Yes, yes.
So I went and visited my cousin who was working for
Kenya Re.
And I told my cousin, this is what I want to do. He made a few calls and I got 2 offers. So I took a job at a company called Canon Assurance. Now, was acquired by Metropolitan.
They who of Canon House?
Yes. With a big golden Canon outside
at the front.
there.
Yes.
Yeah, I worked there. I worked there for 3 years. So I went in as a management trainee.
Okay.
Within 6 months, go to the UK and do your masters. So I did my masters in insurance.
No.
Yes.
Who does that?
And I went to the CII. I became a chartered insurer.
No, but you left here and said, I'm going to go and do a master's in insurance.
But it's been funded.
No, but like when you told your pals, like when you told David Mureithi, he, by the way, who is, if I'm not wrong, an accountant.
He's an accountant.
He's an accountant by profession. When you told Kina Devi, actually, I'm going to go and do my master's in insurance.
I think a lot of people, because your employer is paying, it's nice. You're being paid well. But you know, what do you mean? As the management trainee, I was earning 5,600 shillings.
That's still gangster money.
I could buy a car. I bought a car worth 35,000 that time.
Wow.
Yes, a Fiat 300.
So you do a master's in insurance. So you are not a fly-by-night guy in insurance.
Is me.
You studied it. You are chartered.
Studied it, yes.
Okay. However, I want to come back to Insurance 101. Remember when the rains came?
Yes.
A few cars drowned.
True.
Is that covered?
Yes.
How? Because remember, us guys take car insurance in case of an accident.
In fact, a lot of people take car insurance because it's mandatory.
Actually, it's required by law.
It's required by law. But
if it wasn't,
but what is required by law is what is called third party only. So if you injured somebody or if you damage someone's property, either a vehicle or a building,
yes,
that's what is mandatory by law.
Yes.
So when you hear comprehensive,
wait, what is required by law is third party.
It's third party only.
And the way we have jokes about guys with ranges with third party insurance.
That's all that is required by law. If you can afford to take care of your own vehicle, could take care of it, you don't have to buy comprehensive insurance.
Really?
Yes. So the second category is third party fire and theft, which is an upgrade now. So it doesn't cover if your vehicle is damaged. So it covers the third party and it covers fire, if your vehicle, or theft if it's stolen. But it doesn't cover the body, the injuries.
No. Okay, all right, I've just learned something new.
Then you go to comprehensive. So that flooding, it's external. You didn't plan it. That's covered.
Huh.
Yes. Like even, remember the photo that was going around social media about a Mercedes that was crashed outside Serena?
Oh yeah, it was drowning.
Yes, it's covered. A tree falling on your car is covered.
But you know, nobody tells us this stuff.
As an industry, I think we're not doing that well. But
you're crap at communicating.
But I can plug in and say we are doing better
You
than
know
the
how to
industry.
buy billboards, though. Or maybe your agencies know how to buy billboards, but you telling us these things? Like, okay, for example, there was a video of this white Mercedes, I'll never forget, and slowly it went into water and it drowned.
Yes, that's covered. Yes. The only thing that is not covered is engine damage. You know, your usual wear and tear. Everything else is covered. That's why it's called comprehensive.
That's why it's called comprehensive. But by law, we're required to take third party.
Third party.
Oh dear. Oh, and by the way, incidentally, I need to do the plug because he won't. Resolution Insurance does offer it. Okay. So you do your master's in insurance and then?
Then I come back.
To do what?
I come back to Canon. Remember, those days we used to be bonded. Yeah. Then I continue College of Insurance. I graduated. I became a chartered insurer. Then at that time, people come knocking because we are not very many chartered insurers. Please note, even Nairobi University started offering insurance degrees in the late 80s. So there were not many people who are chartered insurers.
Just to be honest, I did not know there were insurance degrees.
It used to be Bachelor of Commerce, and there were three options: there was finance, there was strategy, and insurance. So
Insurance.
Very few people selected
Very few people do the insurance.
In fact, Kenya, what was it called? There was an insurance company owned by the government. Now it collapsed.
I don't know.
Kenya National Assurance.
Okay.
Used to fund that course. A lot of people used to go and study at Nairobi Uni.
So you go back to Canon.
So I'm back to Canon. I work there. Then, of course, because now the story in the industry, oh, there's this young guy who has studied this and he's the only one so far at this point, the calls started coming. So I had calls for many insurance
You had
businesses.
suitors.
Many. So I opted to go to broking.
Why?
Yes. Because I had experience in underwriting, in insurance sales, in insurance claims, I needed to understand the front end, the customer-facing side.
Oh.
Yeah, so I joined Liaison Insurance.
Oh gosh, that's an old name.
Yeah, it still exists. It's a big business.
Were you any good?
No. Okay. I didn't enjoy broking. I didn't enjoy it at all. In fact, I didn't even last long.
Really?
I didn't last long.
So from Liaison, you went to where?
I went to Medivac. You know a company called Medivac?
Oh my goodness.
Yes, I worked. And medical insurance was...
It's old.
Medical insurance was not a product in Kenya. You couldn't have gone to an insurance company and bought a medical insurance product in 1990. It didn't exist. Let me explain why.
In 1990?
It didn't exist. There was no medical insurance product.
What did our parents used to...
They used to go to the dispensary of City Council and pay 1 bob. And the best doctors were working for the government. The best matrons were working for the government. And the quality healthcare was provided in public. There were no private hospitals. Very few private hospitals existed. So it was affordable.
I am so confused and shocked. In 1990?
91, 92, there was no medical insurance.
By the time I was walking into the University of Nairobi, there was nothing like that. So why did our parents used to say, make sure that you get a job where they give you medical?
There was no companies never used to give medical. From where? Where would they get?
No, but wait a minute. So at UON,
yes,
how were my medical needs taken care of?
The university had a fund and they had a clinic. That's where I used to go.
Yes.
And it was quality.
Yes.
When I did my chartered insurance courses, I purposely selected medical insurance. I found it interesting.
There was no medical insurance?
No, not as a product. Why would there was no requirement, there was no demand.
We need a break, I'm sorry, because even you guys now need to call your mother and say, Atikukukua.
No, there was no medical insurance.
Even for having toys?
Maternity only came in 2000.
With you?
Yeah, I was the first insurance company to
No,
offer
we'll get to that,
maternity for individuals.
don't spoil it. Share the video, call your mother, take a domestic package, and please insure your car and come back. Subscribe.